All right, everybody, this is the Incredibox. We're in our beautiful factory that was built just to build the Incredibox. The Incredibox is now we have called the Adibox of it, and we're gonna get to all that right now, but we got a $15,000 home. $15,000. The Incredibox at 16 foot is $20,000 with a full kitchen, bathroom. 5,000 pounds we had on the roof, which is about a 55 pound per square foot for snow load. The weight is below 5,000 pounds. The 16 foot is 4,300 pounds. And this is how we frame them. Let me give you I love these. We did a video a while back about how we frame and what we build and how we got this in our assembly line. We came up with this assembly line about a year ago. We've tweaked it, but it's still 90% what we come up with. So this is the floor system. There's a table over there that we build this floor. We lift it with a crane, we flip it over. This is particular is a 10 foot wide home, so we can build our 8s and 10s on this assembly line. As you can see, it's pressure treated plywood under here, 2x6s for our floor joists, just a typical construction. And then I'm gonna show you over here our next step. All right, so this is our reclaimed insulation, all right? So just to show you kind of where that comes from, right here is a panel that we router. We call it routering. And we put this 45-degree angle inside that panel. Well, that foam that comes out of there comes out in little bitty popcorn beads, which is what we use. And we use it through a hose that we have up top of the ceiling. So as we router it, it goes across that, dumps into that big hopper, and those guys take those hoses and we fill the whole floor up with recycled insulation. That is 5.5 inches of polyurethane spray foam insulation. It's in your floor. Now, if you dig down inside here, you guys can see we got big hunks too, see? You go down here, there's another big hunk. So we take all of our scraps. We peel the metal off of our little pieces of the panels. We put the foam in here and then we finish it off. And what this insulation does, it falls in all the nooks and crannies and just packs it in there. Now, the next step to construction, other than that, is our 3/4 inch Advantech plywood. This is a subfloor. This is always used on typical construction. If you're building a regular home, this is 3/4 inch. These are, the 2x4s are 2 foot on center. This right here can take, that's what you use in typical construction. The wiring, okay, now the wiring and plumbing. This is a assembly line. All of it is the same. Here's a plug here and a plug here. We just made a change. Normally we would have a base about in the back of the room because that's the living room. I mean, that's the bathroom, kitchen. You come back here and we got plugs, right? Well, coming with our new Adibox, we're gonna stop the base here because there's a window in the back. Well, if you wanna pop the window out and back these two homes together, an Incredibox and an Adibox, you can make your door here and you don't have that base trim on the floor. We're also gonna do that with each window. If a window's here, there's no plug or base. Over there, no plug or base. The Adibox can be added to the sides, either side, or the end. An amazing feat. Y'all can have a 16 by 20 home for under 50 grand. That's crazy. All right, so I'm coming up here. We call this the Siege Tower from the Game of Thrones. That's what Lucas called it. All right, so on the Siege Tower, all the walls have gone up. And we don't have any sample walls right now that we build and assemble on these platforms and these patterns that we have. We lift it with some suction cut cranes, and we build the walls. And then the ceiling or the roof system, you can see over there on the floor, those orange things are our suction cups. And then they set the roof on here. This is like the third step into construction, is erecting the walls and the roof system. As you can see, these are the blank panels in here. The 45s, there's spray foam in between, and then we cap that. Next step, I'll show you how we cap all that with our trim. We have corner trim, we have window trim, and then we have a soffit gable trim that goes to our next step. Okay, so behind me is an Incredibox. As you can see, all the trim, the exterior trims on them. You guys, just remember this. If you're new to our Incredibox and new to our channel, remember that these are door panels, right? They're remnant door panels. So if you get a metal door from Lowe's or Home Depot in the glass that's cut out, we call that a full light glass. that glass that is in there, we had to cut the metal out of the door. The remnant of that is what these are made out of. And men, if you could, just follow me here, and I want to show you, that's what we have to do, is we have to assemble these door panels, and we use these screws. Each panel is 45 together, spray foam, locked together, and we screw them. The water runs right off of here, over this flashing here, so your wood floor system here never sees any moisture, and underneath there is a pressure-treated plywood floor. As you can come down here, you'll see more of another big back. This one doesn't have a door or a window in the back. This is our Attabox. We're getting ready, everybody. You're gonna see what happens when we can join these two together, all right? So we're gonna go back to back, and we can go side to side. This is an amazing feat because you guys can buy a 20-foot Incredibox, right, for $25,000, a home. You can add another one for $15,000 or $20,000, all right? So $45,000 for two 20s, you have a home that's 16 foot wide, 20 foot long for $45,000. And the biggest thing is that those two, the Attabox has wiring, plumbing, and sewer all in it. It's under the floor, we cap it. So if you ever want to pull those apart and sell that one by itself, you can remodel it, put a kitchen, put a bathroom in it, and sell it for more than what you bought it for. And that way it's resellable. You're never stuck with just having an 8 by 20 or a 16 by 20 home that you can't pull apart. You're not stuck. So there are some competitors out there, we won't say who, that have a box that's 20 by 20, and once it's erected, the ability to disassemble it, is that a word? Mm-hmm. The ability to take it apart and sell it and make your money back is virtually impossible, all right? So these, I've designed this in my head. I'm thinking, well, you got an Incredibox, you put an Attabox. You got a 16-foot wide, 20-foot long home with a full bedroom. You could even leave a bathroom in the other Attabox and have two bathrooms, a bedroom, a kitchen, living room, dining room. Under $50,000. Stop. I'm just so excited about all this, and you guys can put your own ingenuity into it. It's called decorate it yourself, not do it yourself, decorate it. We've done all the hard stuff. We've done the wiring, the plumbing. We can put a mini split in it, or you guys can put a mini split in it, all right? Either or. But this is what we're talking about. No, don't come here. No. Stay away from us. Come on, live. See what you want. And hey, think about the Incredibox. What?
$15,000. Tell the size, Randy.
$15,000 for an 8 by 16 Attabox that you can add to your existing Incredibox or buy one and put them together.
Can you add an Attabox to a regular home, incredible tiny home?
You know, if you have a home that's got a gable in, it's hard to add a shed roof to all that. Okay. The Attaboxes are made to add to existing Incrediboxes. You know, okay. and listen, we've thought about putting a gable on these houses so they look like the original RJO, right? But when you do that, it's more money because we have a gable roof. Yeah. We have more waste. Anything that there's a triangle or oval or anything is an immense amount of waste and time. That's why we kept this. And my original plan when I first started this was to have an Attabox, and I just waited for the right time. Because when this roof, you guys can see, this roof slopes, you can put another one right up against it. The wind's blowing today. The wind is blowing here like a big time. Hard. But you can put two Attabox, you can put three, you can put four. I was gonna do, probably when we go out to Crystal, Nevada, when we build that community out there, I want to build a Western, and we can just butt all the Incredibox together, and it'll be like a Western town.
And let me ask you this. So if there's a person that does not have an Incredibox, and all they want to do is buy an Attabox, what do you have to do to make that a livable home?
Well, if you want a bathroom, and you want a kitchen in it, and you want heating and air, you need to add those things. Now, in the floor is the electrical, plumbing, and everything. In the panel box, everything's there. You're gonna have to install a kitchen and do your plumbing, come out of the floor. You'll cut a hole in the floor. We'll give you a schematic of where everything's located. A shower, you build your shower. You put your toilet in. You just have to do
So
those
all
things.
of the, so I guess to nail it down, all the plumbing and the wiring is there.
Everything's there.
Everything is
Yep.
there. So if you only have $15,000, or let's say you only have $20,000.
Yeah.
Go ahead, and you can do some of this stuff yourself, or you have someone who can help you do it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Think about this. All right, let's say I got help. Somebody's helping me with and 15,000 is a lot of money. It still is. When you don't have Jack, and we've been there, ain't we?
Oh, yes.
15,000 might as well be. I've been where I needed
$1 million.
10,000. I said it might as well be $1 million.
You're
I'm not
right.
going to ever get it. But if you do, and you need to get in, and you got it 15,000, you can actually just put a compost toilet and set in there. You know, you could you could dig your water lines out, cut them out, and have a bucket in there. Anything you can exist.
Will it have a water heater?
No.
Okay.
No water heater.
Okay.
No appliances.
How
no
many
kitchen.
windows?
It'll have 3 windows.
3 windows.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it has 1 door, or does it
We
have
don't have a door
No
because we don't know where you're going to want a door.
Right.
Now, what we're going to do is sell the Add-A-Boxes as a left, right, and end home.
Okay.
So if somebody says, "Hey, Randy, I want it on my left side," then we can put an opening and they can add to it. We're going to show you how to add this to. The flashing will come with it, and we're going to show you how to put them together. And also probably maybe the guys that deliver it, we may show them so you can say, "Hey, I can't do this, but I would really like you guys
But
to
then,
do it."
and too, that's something not to bank on, of course,
No.
because you want to make sure that you know, if this is really, now this would be a do it yourself, not a decorate yourself.
Yeah, we're gonna have a video to show you how to
Yep.
do it. Of course, right here we'll show you on YouTube. And
Okay.
but I'm so excited about
I
this.
am too, for $15,000.
Yeah, we're already getting calls in.
We are.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Remember the Add-A-Box, the Incredibox, right here in Newport, Tennessee. We are still manufacturing these suckers, and we're just getting on. You can see all the 8x20s and 16s that were sold for Black Friday. We got all the Grove done. They're heading out the door. Call us, $15,000 to $25,000 for a full home.
And the last question I have,
Yeah.
for an Add-A-Box, what are the sizes you can purchase?
You can purchase an 8x16 or an 8x20.
Okay, great.
Done.
And what are the prices?
Maybe I already said.
For what's an 8x16 and what's an 8x20?
Oh my God, it's going to get confusing now.
I know, I just want to make sure. I'm just asking.
You see what I got to deal with, everybody? An 8x16 is 20,000. An 8x20 is 25,000.
Okay.
An 8x16 Incredibox is 15,000. An 8x20 Incredibox is 20,000. So it's $5,000 less on an Add-A-Box than it is a regular Incredibox.
Okay.
And it's $5,000 difference between a 16 and a 20 footer.
Okay, that's perfect.
Was that clear as mud?
That was clear as mud.
All right, everybody, thank you. Thanks you.
Thanks you.
Give us a call, email us, talk to Tim. He's our sales staff. I love being back home. I'm in Tennessee. I've been traveling all over the place, and I love the Incredibox. This is a year for the Incredibox. All right, so give us a call. Remember, $15,000 to $25,000. Email us at info@Incredible Tiny Homes, or you can go to sales@Incredible Tiny Homes. Of course, you can go on our website, and again, come see us to set an appointment. Love to meet you. All right, see you. Bye.